Hi there, my name is Phil, and I love cartoons. You're listening to Stay Tuned on channel Retail Sunshine, here at Station Head Radio. 2 minutes until showtime. Mic check. 1, 2. Away we go. Oh my gosh, this is such a crazy... I've never done anything like this before. Welcome to Stay Tuned, the show for animation lovers. The show for animation lovers. Recorded live on YouTube and also streaming on Patreon. Coming to you from Austin, Texas, I'm your host, Phil Machi. As always, I'm your host, Phil Machi. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. Thank you so much for joining me on this first night live streaming on Twitch. Thank you so much for joining me this evening on the Super Blood Wolf Moon. Arrgh!
It's showtime!
Making Christmas.
On tonight's show, I've got my first ever celebrity interview. Max Cook will be joining me. Christopher Carter is here. Stay Tuned welcomes Canadian author and illustrator Kaja Blackley.
You just remember, be yourself. Everybody else is taken.
I love it. I love that. Eek! It's a cat! Oh, and animator... Do that again. And animator Bill Kopp is here too. It all starts now on Stay Tuned.
'Twas a long time ago. Longer now than it seems.
There's a whole lot of adventure out there. It all starts now on Stay Tuned. Hey everyone, Phil here at King's Cash in Austin. You'll be tuning in tomorrow night, Sunday, 9 p.m. Central, on Stay Tuned. Right? Yeah. It's been a year of daily challenges, countless hours of post-production, and a ton of rejection. Yet despite all that, here it is. Like Stay Tuned itself, I know I've grown along the way too. Well, I certainly learned something about copyright violations tonight. I hope all of you did too. You're here, I'm here. Everyone who is here. Unless you're not here, in which case you're there and not here. But if you are there, you could be here. And remember, if you're here, you're not there. Oh, man. Welcome to Stay Tuned After Dark. And welcome to the after party. You made it. Ooh, man, that was a workout. Holy cow.
Now, with fancy words and expressive eyebrows as his weapons, he single-handedly uncovers the truth and brings you behind the scenes.
Aaron Blaze, welcome to Stay Tuned.
Thank you. I am very, very happy to be here.
Gary K. Wolf, welcome to Stay Tuned.
Hey, it's good to be here. My great pleasure.
That's my personal favorite Greg Berger stuff.
Yes. Well, I don't blame you. As the Grombo, their teacher, I'm so flattered to hear you say that.
Now get in your seat, open your monster book, and turn to the right page.
Chuck Gerflungen. That'd be a good name.
I know it looks like Chuck Huber, but it's actually Goffler. Oh, okay. Right.
Yes, Gern Blanston.
Gern Blanston, welcome to the show. No,
Thank you. It's good to be here. I love farming and all things technically related to farming. Let's get into it.
Brand new episode of Stay Tuned. First time having a guest in the studio with me, and it was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
So check it out. Listen to us. Listen to us.
I'm not good at this.
Listen to us.
Welcome to the premiere of Stay Tuned Live. Ladies and gentlemen, Travis Blaze.
I guess the first 14 years of my career, I started in 1990 to 2004. I was at Disney Florida. And so Disney Florida was an amazing studio. And that's where I literally grew up. I started when I was 20 years old. There we go. We'll have him hold a book. And maybe that book is...
It's To Serve Man. The president and publisher of Animation Magazine is here. Please welcome Jean Thorin.
Hi, Phil. The first magazine was the souvenir program for the first World Animation Celebration.
Please welcome the one, the only, Charles Fleischer.
You can convey an emotion or feeling with a really subtle look. You know,
True.
You don't have to say anything. It's just, it can be right there. Oh, man, I hope people at home could see that. I wish they had the same view I did. Whoa.
Well, maybe I'll see you in season 2, sir.
You'll see me anywhere you look. Fair or here or beyond the sphere.
I've been selected, or hired, if you prefer, to direct an upcoming feature documentary film about Batman the Animated Series.
These guys are doing a serious Fleischer Brothers style Batman. I have to be on board. I have to be on this show. It was like a dream come true.
I honestly couldn't remember if I've ever seen you do any documentary work about Batman, ever. Have you ever done one?
No, what is amazing is the fans. I mean, that there are a couple areas in my life that I'm just amazed at the generosity of spirit, and just the loyalty.
For years, I've got to hear through interviews how much the artists appreciated the producers and the executive producers letting the artists make the show they wanted to make. And I didn't realize what that meant growing up. And then I started working with producers, and now I'm like,
Now
oh.
Yeah, now you know.
Is there something that you feel like misses? People miss this about you, or about your work, or about the show, that you feel like, gosh, I wish people would understand, fill in the blank. Is there something like that you've never expressed?
I don't know. I think people know this, but I hope people understand how seriously we all took the work. There was never a sense of condescending to the audience.
Of course, the big buzz this weekend is getting 4 of the major voice cast members from Batman the Animated Series back together.
Amen. 30 years after we did the show? Excuse me?
That's right. This is the 30th anniversary of the release of Batman the Animated Series in 1992.
But this is this extra thing I get now, post-retirement.
Well, this is what I think everyone as an actor probably would like to have happen.
They would love it.
I promise you I've got more great interviews on the way. And have a wonderful night, guys. Thank you again all so much. Thank you for spending your time with me, and for watching this film, and for sharing it with people. And thanks for just being awesome. I really, really mean it. It can get very hard sometimes to feel like anybody hears you. But you guys make me feel very loved and appreciated tonight. So my heart is full, and I thank you again. And have a great night.
I've been Phil Machi, you've been a wonderful audience, and until next time, keep those eyeballs peeled, those ears open,
and be sure to stay tuned.
be glad have you here on the ground floor because you guys were here before everybody else were, whatever the past tense of that is. Okay. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful night. Stay tuned.